welcome back to some more Mortal Kombat 11 action here at Combo Breaker. My name is Saki Sakura, and guess what? I'm with the queen of MK here, Miss VC!
What is up, Saki? I am so excited to be here, guys. Hello. I am so excited for this Combo Breaker. We have some of the most crazy players here, some of the highest competition that I am really ready to watch and talk about with you guys and talk about with Saki here. So exciting.
Yeah,
for sure.
indeed. We were just talking about it before. So this pool that you're going to be seeing today has some crazy names. And I'm talking like some legendary ones. We got Hayate returning in full competitive form, Euphoring,
Yes.
and a couple of others as well, right?
Yeah, so other than Euphoring, well, Hayate, obviously, we're going to see some high-level Fujin play. Euphoring, Alcatraz. I know that we have Rez, who's a really good Kabal. There's, of course, I know most of you know him, Joey, KingGambler, is in this bracket. He is one of the most up-and-coming MK11 players right now. He won Texas Showdown.
Yep.
He's been winning online events left and right and absolutely running things, and I can't wait to see how he performs during this bracket.
I think if I look back at Mortal Kombat 11, just Mortal Kombat 11, I have to say that KingGambler is probably one of my favorite players to see. Not just from how he's been performing as of late, but also at the fact that, like, you see how he entered with the Nightwolf and then has just transitioned into such a strong player because he wants that win. And that is just so important as players, especially, again, considering that Combo Breaker is one of the last two majors where we will be seeing Mortal Kombat 11 on stage.
Yeah, it's one of the last times you have to make your mark in this game, and I feel like KingGambler has really been working hard for that. Like you said, we saw he was on the Nightwolf to start, and people say that Nightwolf and Sub-Zero have very similar styles of gameplay, similar spacing, similar ideas, and that switch to Sub-Zero just brought him to a new level. But we also have people like Poseidon, who is a crazy Joker player, Joker main. I mean, we have a lot of great people coming up in this bracket.
This has to be by far one of the toughest brackets, or rather toughest pools in this competition. But speaking of which, our first players up first, there's going to be Gbitty versus Klown Xero. Now, I believe Klown Xero is actually in Brawlhalla and made top 8 in Brawlhalla.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was in the crowd while Dragon Ball Z was running on this stream. And I was just waiting for Mortal Kombat 11 to start, and I see Klown Xero actually on the Brawlhalla stream doing an amazing job, has great sportsmanship as well.
It's awesome.
It's really cool to see. I love when NRS players just kind of like move themselves out of the like MK or Injustice, depending on what era it is, and just exploring the different games that they've just gotten better and better at.
Me too. I love to see NRS players all across the board. I mean, I know I'm used to seeing people like Aztec taking top 8s in MK11 and then taking a top 8 in Tekken in the same exact tournament. And I'm excited to see both these players play. Haven't had the pleasure of seeing either of them play yet. But I'm wondering how that Brawlhalla tech can help him out in MK11.
It's crazy because there's such different games. Like you just mentioned perfectly, a 3D game like Tekken versus a 2D game like Mortal Kombat. And then, of course, you have a platform fighter like Brawlhalla. And then now you have this 2D game. But definitely going to be exciting to see what these players play. We've seen a couple of characters, especially if you were tuning in from the pool before these matches. We had a variety of characters. We had like RoboCop, we had Rambo, we had Frost. Like, it's so incredible to see that after year 4-ish, I believe, and apologies because I'm terrible at math, it is crazy how there's just so much variety in the meta, despite the meta being your typical still top 5 of Joker, Jackie, Liu Kang, Garrus, and really solidifying that you just gotta play your character and really be confident in your game plan.
Yeah, I feel like we've really even just seen a change in the meta too, a shift. Like a lot of people weren't using Fujin like that necessarily at the start, and now we've seen so many people adapt and see what Fujin can do. And I just love, as older a game gets, we see this in other games like UMVC3, like Killer Instinct. People are finding new tech, new things every single day. Like, the game is always changing, which is just what makes fighting games beautiful, in my opinion.
100%. And we already see. Oh, and look, it actually, I believe Zero actually has the Brawlhalla share already.
Oh, yes, he's repping.
That's so cool.
All right, is this a button check?
Yep, it seems that it is a button check. Of course, you got to make sure you check those buttons. How many times have you gotten messed up by button checks?
So many times.
So many times.
So many times. I'll be like, that's not my block button. I'm not blocking. Oh, oops. All right, but it's good that they're checking it out. I'm okay, so I'm a little biased. I'm really hoping that one of these players is playing Scorpion. Love watching Scorpion play.
I saw your mask earlier.
I do have the Scorpion mask.
The Jade player in me does not like you.
Oh, no, not a Jade player.
However, I shall forgive you as we go into commentary together.
I appreciate that. I have gotten the pass a couple of times from certain people I've commentated with. They're like, I know you main Scorpion, but it's okay because you're Scorpion, you're not going crazy.
Absolutely. And it might seem that we might have Baraka against this matchup. What are your thoughts between the Scorpion versus Baraka matchup?
The Scorpion versus Baraka matchup, I actually think is 5-5. I think that the things that Baraka really struggles with are going to be zoning, any type of zoning. Oh, and we are seeing a Scorpion pick. But with Scorpion, I mean, his only zoning option really is the spear. Back to cancel, if he's running Hellport cancel, is going to be a really good check for Baraka. However, Baraka's forward 4-4 will get the KB off of that. So it's really back and forth. If Baraka's good at enforcing those plus frames, it's really hard for Scorpion to get out of that corner. But like always, he has a teleport. He can kind of just leave when he wants to.
Now, this has been something that's been happening quite often throughout this this broadcast of Mortal Kombat 11. It's the fact that many of these players are picking day one variations.
Yes.
We're not seeing a lot of customs. And if you're going to take a look now, Scorpion actually is on the Reborn, Gbitty. Yeah. And then Klown Zero is actually on Bone Picker Baraka.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're just running Season 1, ready to start. There's the forward 4 KB to start off there for Bone Picker Baraka for Klown Zero. Forward 3-4 doesn't spend the KB and gets the jump in as well. Escape failed on that throw and it's already loaded round 1, which is huge.
Yeah, that is super huge for Scorpion. Again, he wants to get you scared at trying to tech those throws, but what a spear as well. Has those extended strings and goes for the grab. Gorgeous. That was such a strong match there from Gbitty.
Yeah, that was a great whiff punish with the back 1-4 there, and Gbitty really had control the entire time. This is going to be a KB. Oh, he chooses not to spend it, but puts Baraka back in the middle of the screen.
Oh, what a short hop to anti-air. I don't think I've ever seen that option before, but we do have that overhead, some significant hit advantage to be able to really create that condition. And there we go, gets the grab.
Yeah, still is not spending that KB, probably wanting to use it either as a win condition or save it for round 3 most times. But using this 1-1-2 hard knockdown, sweep 3-4, look at this pressure into the brutality. Oh my goodness. The pressure from Gbitty that entire match was insane. He was really just controlling how fast of a pace that was.
Scorpion is, I feel, one of those characters, especially if you're very brand new to these type of games, that just overwhelms you. It's insane how that character can really make you second guess yourself. And of course, there's strategies to it, like flawless blocking, like trying to slow the Scorpion down. But with Baraka, it's a little bit hard to do, especially when you're so limited. You have a lot of startup on your moves to begin with.
Yeah. Baraka's really probably going to be looking to enforce his plus frames on his forward, like 1-2-2, etc., because that's going to be the best way to get around Scorpion's games. But he's got to stop these jump-ins as well and start anti-airing if he wants to be able to stop Scorpion from doing anything he wants.
Yeah, it does not seem to end in a hit confirm, and there we go, actually able to punish the teleport. Klown Zero really trying to make sure that Gbitty feels the power, but gets sweep 3 times.
3 times into the back 3.
That was diabolical.
That was just mean. Oh no. 3 sweeps. You won't do it again. Overhead. All right, the 2-1-2 there, just the 2-1 connecting. Good anti-air into the blocks. Not getting that OS on the spear though, on the jump 3. I think he might be going for it. Sweeps again, back 3. If it's working, why? Stop it.
I don't think I've ever seen a Scorpion actually try to go for sweep to condition and get the overhead. Usually they just throw out the overhead, but Klown Xero, unfortunately, not going to get that fatal blow hit to start up some pressure. And here we go. We have, actually, this actually happened the first match before. It is a best of 5, my players.
It's a best of 5, yeah, first to 3.
Yes.
Oh, they're leaving. They thought it was a first to 1?
First to 2.
First to 2?
Yeah.
My bad. Oh, yeah, I guess some games definitely do play that, and I guess if you're hopping between games too, maybe Brawlhalla is first to 2, etc.
Very much so because of the platform fighter feel, but I know there's been always discussion about like what makes sense for the game. Realistically, Mortal Kombat 11, even though it has significantly slowed down compared to year 1, and now of course to year 4, it is still a pretty fast-paced game if you look at how much damage depending on the character. Obviously, if you're looking at, like, for example, Frost and Robocop, that's a little bit of a slower game. But if you're looking at, like, Scorpion that can dish out a lot of damage, or even Baraka, those matches can go by super quick.
Yeah, for sure. As long as they can cash out, like especially Spawn goes quickly. Oh, we also have a possible character switch to Jackie Briggs, and I have had many discussions with Jackie players about this matchup. Scorpion and Jackie are trying to do the same thing. They're both trying to strike throw. They're trying to condition the strike throw, and Jackie just does it a little bit better with her auto shimmies, etc. So I'm really excited to see the adaptation that's made in this next match.
This is a second-gen Jackie, meaning that this is her variation too.
Okay.
She actually has the armor breaker move in this variation.
Okay, okay.
Which is so rare.
Yeah. All right, good tech there. Getting the goop on as well. Gonna get that dot damage over time.
Okay. Already getting it there. There goes the 4-4. Not going to get the dash punch. Tries to go for a grease kick in neutral.
Yeah. Just checking here with the back 3. Conditioning again with that sweep into the back 3 and getting the 2-1-2 confirmed.
Yeah, that teleport has been the bane of Klown Xero's existence. Unfortunately, it was too much plus on hit advantage to go for the grab here, but Gbitty able to close out the round.
Yeah, Gbitty here sitting on set point as long as he can close out the second round here. Klown Xero looking to make this comeback. 2-1-2, it's very plus, sending Jackie flying across the screen.
Yeah, it does seem that Klown Xero is having a little bit of trouble trying to hit confirm into that dash punch. That's so crucial, especially if you get those hit confirms. But there goes Gbitty already putting Klown Xero in that fatal blow territory. That's 950 health, Girl Club.
Yeah, oh, and wakes up fatal right in his face. This obviously is not going to be enough to kill, but it's definitely give Klown Xero his Hail Mary last chance. See if he can come in with a robbery here.
And there goes the teleport. Did not have the meter.
And the trade. All right, Gbitty taking it 3-0 over Klown Xero.
Very good stuff here from Gbitty. Starting off these matches pretty strong. And Klown Xero, there you go. That sportsmanship that I love seeing. Yeah. It's so important to say good games afterwards.
Yeah, of course. Like it hurts sometimes to lose when you're in that moment, but making sure that you're able to turn, shake your hand, GG's, it's so great. Like that's also what's so great about these offlines, etc. Like you're sitting next to a real human being, you're making a connection with them, you're playing with them, and
absolutely,
it's great.
Yeah, of course. And of course, before we head on to our next match, let's take a look at some messaging from our lovely partners.
See that overhead?
Oh my goodness, nobody was blocking that.
Ooh, I definitely got hit. That was wild, man. These matches have been great.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? We're about to take a quick break here, and Combo Breaker 2023 is still going on. Don't worry, this time we're gonna order for you.
Yeah, we got you. Don't even worry about it.
Be right back.
Don't forget to head on over to the Combo Breaker shop to check out all the amazing merch. But don't delay, because that merch is gonna go quick.
What is up, guys? We are back here with the MK11 pools with lots of players trying to work their way into that top 24 out of their pools. We just saw a great match, and we're moving on to another one. We're going to have LupusWolven and MageLikeTrunks, and MageLikeTrunks actually just won their first match to get to this match. Lupus had a bye, and so MageLikeTrunks looking to continue on that streak. How are you feeling about this?
I'm excited. Again, these are names that obviously we aren't really too familiar because this is their first time to be on stream for it. But it's awesome to see, you know, especially as we start like progressing through these matches. They're going to be exciting. I'm actually really curious to see if we're going to see more of the day one variations. I find it so, as a commentator, I find it really intriguing because it comes back down to the game has been out for 4 years. And Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, I would say about a year and a half or so, right? And many people went to custom variations because that was the new meta. Right. But we have people who still prefer the day one variations, and really shows that they're still very much usable. Like, they're very much viable. They can be used for against some of these tougher ones. And I think what we see is that proof that despite there's no development in the game, because of course it's been focused to Mortal Kombat 1,
right,
there's still so much to be able to do within the game as you're continuing and competing and seeing everybody just between streaming, competing offline as well. I'm always intrigued by what's the mindset behind going for those types of variations.
Yeah, I'm very curious because definitely custom variations have their positives over the variations that we were given at the beginning of the game. I mean, custom variations allow for you to change to your play style, even just changing to specific matchups as well, because there's lots of characters where you'll see them play one variation if they're trying to be more of a zoner versus another variation if they're trying to be more aggressive. So it's interesting that we're seeing people go back to the original variations, like you said. I'm enjoying seeing it, though.
I am too. It's honestly, it's one of those things where as new players come into our community, it's great to at least let them know this is how it used to be. This is what we used to fight all the time, and what we said was broken. And I low-key want to go back to those days.
Yeah, I was never a part of this, actually. I joined MK11 after custom variations had dropped. For me, this is a new experience. I like seeing it a lot because I like seeing how to make it work. I've heard a lot of things about how custom variations, of course, good and bad, everybody has their opinions, have changed the game. And I like seeing these original variations and seeing how the matchups were kind of, it's kind of like a turn back in time a little bit.
Absolutely. And again, awesome to hear that you're like, this is kind of like new to you as well. I think that that's super important to show off because Mortal Kombat 11 has just been a really great game, and like honestly, long live Mortal Kombat for sure.
Yeah, it's my first fighting game, and I really don't think I could have asked for a better fighting game to start with, to be honest. I absolutely love it. I love the community. I love getting to commentate for it. It's just such a great time.
Yep, so it looks like our players are still doing some button checks. However, by the looks of it, we might be seeing Scorpion versus Fujin, which this is great for you. You've been seeing Scorpion a little bit.
I get to see Scorpion all the time. Oh my goodness, I think they rigged the bracket.
All right, it does seem that we are going to go into the match, and here we go. We're going to start off with that back one. That back one is probably one of Fujin's safest strings, able to really get that pushback and keep you away. With Fujin just being one of those characters that has also just thrived in this meta here.
Yeah, that's very true. The only thing about that back one is if you don't get that those win pushes out of it, if you miss input, it is a free punish on block every single time. And so that's kind of risky. You got to have the execution for it.
Absolutely. And there you go. Talking about execution, we have the wing kicks and actually able to get the extended wing kicks there. Anti-aired by the teleport, and now MageLikeTrunks was before in the corner, now out of it.
Yeah, the opening up with the back one. Oh my god, gets hit by the overhead with the back two. And MageLikeTrunks trying to make some distance between them, but Scorpion just coming in, back throw. Trying to sweep, trying to jump in. Plus frames, trying to keep those frame checks going. And just needs chip damage at this point.
Yeah, this is basically chip damage, but...
And there it is.
Oh, no!
Didn't get enough of a hit.
Oh,
Drops the fatal blow. Oh my gosh, such a scramble. Forced breakaway.
9 seconds on the clock, has to block, but unfortunately, no defensive meter to hold against the amped teleport. That was crazy because if he was able to get the tornado and then able to hit confirm like the normal BNB, that could have been MageLikeTrunks' game.
Yeah, that easily would have been. That back 1-4 opening up there. Just blocking on the wind kicks. Again, full sends that back 2 string, which is a full punish every single time for MageLikeTrunks.
Interesting, trying to not end in that wind push, instead going for the hit advantage. Does go for the breakaway here off of LupusWolven, whereas MageLikeTrunks has starting to hit those tornado BNBs. Very good.
Yep. Trying to just throw a spear, but gets punished for it. Gets pulled in. That should be a full punish. Oh,
yep,
there we go. Fujin is one of those characters. Scorpion with death spin at full length. Sometimes characters can't punish it. Fujin can.
Indeed. Okay, there goes the 1-2, and then tries to go for wind kick, but no punish from LupusWolven. I'm pretty sure if a teleport was there, could have punished it. But the 2-1 string, a lot of whips happening right here, but MageLikeTrunks able to get it.
Yeah, Fujin and Scorpion, again, have a similar game style with those back 1s, but Fujin's back 1 is going to beat out Scorpion's back 1 every single time. So he's going to have to choose where and when he uses it. That's why we see the back 2s coming out. But with Searing Rage, he's not going to be able to cancel out of that back 2.
No, not at all. Just go for the wind pull, but unfortunately the 4-2 from LupusWolven is going to hit, and there goes MageLikeTrunks actually able to, but not going to get the hit confirmed. Not too sure if he was trying to expect the breakaway.
Yeah, he might have been. Just the forward 4 sweep. Jumping in here from Scorpion, just plus frames on plus frames. Trying to have that pressure. Good blocks also as well. Fujin with the full punish and the restand.
I'm not too sure if I agree with that restand, as, oh, that's a crushing blow. That's a restand that, like, you're not really getting much value off of it. You're not going for, like, a slide. You're not going too well there. No, the down 2 and flaw.
The down 2. Can he get the guaranteed? No, doesn't go for the guaranteed down 2 afterwards, but is able to punish the raw teleport. MageLikeTrunks is on the board 1-0.
I'm a little stunned. I'm a little stunned because that should not have been MageLikeTrunks' game there, or rather MageLikeTrunks' game there, but instead LupusWolven going down in that first game. That's always like super frustrating as a player. When I see all of those whips, I'm not even mad at the other player. I'm mad at myself because I'm like, I could have gotten in.
Oh, we got button check here. Maybe had the wrong buttons on.
Yeah, it looks like trying to take advantage of the intro to check that the buttons are what they're supposed to be. It happens, right? Does. Especially if you're jumping back and forth between different games. Yeah. It can be a little frustrating to figure out, well, okay, which button was the button that I need again? And then you don't really know until you're actually playing and you're like, wait a minute. Yeah, let me double check everything.
For sure. All right, Fujin with the jump in. Back 1 to open up right off the start here. Misses the D2 though. No punish from Scorpion.
Great punish though here. Looks like that stand 4. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, nice spacing. Forward throw. Scorpion trying to get in with the jump 2 as well. Plus frames and forcing in the corner.
There goes the back 1 into the wind push. Uses tornado, but it's not going to catch anybody here. Not going to go for any plus frames. Instead, it's just kind of backed into the corner. Does get the back 1. Able to get the side switch, but unfortunately the down 2 does whiff completely. And now LupusWolven getting whiff punish here.
Yeah, great whiff punish there on the back 1. Just needs one more confirm, but MageLikeTrunks with the D2. One more confirm, and Fujin is going to finish out this round.
Ooh.
We have a back throw. Fatal blow is on the board as well. The robbery move, but Fujin is able to close out that round.
That was really scary for MageLikeTrunks, but good patience still at the end, waking up and actually waiting for LupusWolven to do that string that was going to be punishable. There goes the wheel. It is amped, so that's about 12%, but great interrupt. We're actually waking up and interrupting some of the strings.
Yeah, that was a great backdash there from MageLikeTrunks, baiting out the down 1 and able to get the back 1, sending Scorpion into the corner as well here. He's going to have to figure out how to get out with Fujin pressure. Another whiff punish with a side switch. You're back in the corner.
Did try to attempt on the whiff punish with the back 1, but honestly, MageLikeTrunks is playing so good right now. It's actually picking up the combos, playing really safe, actually looking like Fujin for real.
Yeah, he is. Playing Fujin very well. Oh, tries to go for the sweep. Great spacing again, and he's going to be able to be in chip territory here. MageLikeTrunks looking to take his second match.
Has to be careful. This is okay. Good. Yeah, using the amp on the winds push. Now, mind you, again, if you're new to Mortal Kombat 11 and you're not too sure how Fujin works, when Fujin does the wind push, there's no damage. He has to amp in order to create the chip and the damage on it. So that was a really good call to use the meter. Very smart on that meter burn.
Very, very smart. There was not much Scorpion could have done about that. All right, MageLikeTrunks here is on set point. LupusWolven looking to make that reverse 3-0. Getting pushed away by the wind pushes again, and what a great trip guard there from MageLikeTrunks.
Well, I think MageLikeTrunks could have done the stand 4, but wasn't too confident off of the drop in. But that is a punish. Beautiful crushing blow. Does force the side switch, but it's all good as we start getting the forced breakaway. And look,
Oh my goodness.
LupusWolven's going in with no defensive meter.
No defensive meter at all, but he is just absolutely speed running this. Uses the interactable by accident there, but no punish on it. Scorpion just looking to open up here, but Fujin just having the better options. Great air-to-air as well from MageLikeTrunks with the corner carry, keeping Scorpion in there, and we see this corner conversion as well.
That was a perfect opportunity into Tornado, but it's all good. Again, we have Scorpion in the corner. Tries to go and see if LupusWolven was going to actually do any move there. Actually trying to create some shimmy situations, and we do have that 1-1 string as well.
The back two, that's so unsafe, but we miss the punish on it, and uses wind push again to close out this set. MageLikeTrunks, what a great set. What a great Fujin. Can't wait to see how he does in this.
That was a good, a little bit messy at the beginning, but I love that MageLikeTrunks was able to really clean it up. Now, I really like to see that, I definitely want to see more of that Fujin. I would say to kind of go back into the lab and really work on the hit confirms, especially towards the end, just because Fujin has so much damage on the plate that you can really dish it out, and then at the end of the day too, it's also meterless at some points. So really just taking advantage of it is so important. So a good job there from MageLikeTrunks. LupusWolven will be heading down to the lower side of the bracket, however. And now I do want to talk about this this next match.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one.
So for me, Florida boys, always. Okay, Florida
boys?
Florida boys.
Okay, so I know you're not talking about Poseidon right now.
No, I'm not. No, so our next match is going to be Alcatraz, which I'm sure everyone's like, what? Alcatraz is playing versus Poseidon. I'm going to let you talk a little bit about Poseidon, though.
Okay, I can talk a little bit about Poseidon. Poseidon is one of the competitors on DG. He also runs Shiraiyu TV. As you can see him repping on his shirt there, but he is a Joker player through and through. He's been playing Joker since the beginning of this game as well, and I know that he's been training up. He has a couple offline placements, online top 8s as well, and I really enjoy seeing his Joker play. Alcatraz is a Sonya main, if you would like to talk about him.
No longer a Sonya
no
main,
longer a Sonya main?
No, so I actually got to play some sets against Alcatraz earlier, and he is on Jade.
Oh no, you've influenced him.
Maybe. It's kind of crazy because I feel like when Mortal Kombat 11 came out, you know, there's so much happening between not having, like, at least in Florida, we started off with a really strong scene, but unfortunately with the pandemic, you know, people don't really, Florida's such a big state that it suffers from like one of those things where if you don't have like a dedicated group of people, like Texas does with like Mash House, for example.
Yes.
And nobody's really like going out and actually playing, it can be really hard. But again, Alcatraz is one of the OD boys, right?
Yeah.
Like you have Too Easy, who's just been staying and actually grinding it out. You have Odi Fualo, who's also been like consistent in placements. They're all here today. So yeah, Florida boys at the end of the day. But Alcatraz is interesting because has really been focused on other stuff and been more of a quiet player here with Mortal Kombat 11. Like you mentioned, was originally a Sonya main.
Yeah, that's
but
what
it's
I know
just
for.
so hard with Sonya.
It's so hard with Sonya. People try to make it work. There's like certain people like Buckethead, Reek, who try to make it work every single week. And Sonya's great once she's able to get in, but she has some weaknesses that are very exploitable that people know this far into the game.
Absolutely. So we do have Poseidon on Joker, like you mentioned. Alcatraz, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, will have Delia's Dance, will have Pole Vault, and I think Pole Vault is like the full Pole Vault. So we're really seeing most of that happening.
All right, we're seeing good movement for both of them here. Just to start off, checking out that neutral, but that back two is going to be so important for Jade with the spacing. Beats out Joker's forward two every time.
Absolutely. They are doing a button check, I believe. So
Are they?
yeah, they're definitely checking, making sure everything's working here. It's crazy because the other day, not the other day, earlier in the match with Ragnarok, it was like, this is the longest button check. Are they really doing combos on each other?
Yeah, I saw them doing combos. I was like, this can't be a button check. I got mixed. They already mixed me. Haven't even seen Sub-Zero yet on stream.
But yeah, Alcatraz, no stranger to competition. Poseidon's also one that's just been really trying to grind as much as possible during these matches. In every major that I see him, I do see sometimes like the tweets that he kind of like goes hard on himself, but it's so interesting and awesome to see him like really push out that grind because he's just so passionate.
I agree. All right, forward two there to start off from Joker. Just trying to feel out neutral here.
Yeah, this matchup's actually, I would say, in Jade's favor more than likely, but this is great because this is the boing variation.
Yep.
The other Joker player that I see use this often has been Jet Ring, and it works out extremely well. Both players, great Jokers.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely both of the top Jokers in NA. Getting that guaranteed D2 on the breakaway read as well. Poseidon has Jade in the corner, and being in the corner against Joker is not where you want to be.
Not at all.
That Kabal is so much damage.
A lot, and I think that wasn't even meter burned either. And look, just with that, the Jack in the Box able to stop Alcatraz from trying to get out of that corner.
Yeah, right away. All right, Air Razorang. Great use of the parries. Come at me.
One of the few parries that like you don't really get to see often, so that's always a treat.
Yeah, it is. But that Jack in the Box is not going to be useful when Jade has the glow up. It's considered a projectile. Yep. Forward throw by Joker, keeping Jade in the corner, keeping the pressure on as well.
There goes the bodies as Poseidon able to keep the corner, does drop the mid. However, Alcatraz trying to get out of there, does get hit by that overhead. He's gonna have to hold the sweep.
Yeah, look at all this pressure that Poseidon's putting on with the Jack in the Box setups, overhead sweeps, lows.
Yeah, the Jack in the Box is such an important feature into this matchup, but unfortunately the forward two is just too slow. And that is going to be led into the down two for Poseidon to take the first match.
Yep. Let's see what kind of changes Alcatraz is going to make going into this next match. We've got the mix going for Jade now here with Delia's Dance. She definitely needs some of that momentum to keep her gameplay going and forcing those plus frames.
Absolutely. Does try to get the plus frame on the back three string. And Poseidon actually backdashing with the reversal, getting the crushing blow from the forward too, which is very nice.
Yeah, what great spacing there from Poseidon. Also able to catch the roll on wake up and get the back throw. Glow is up.
Glow is up, as well as trying to bring out those horizontal razor rings. And there goes the back throw. This does mean that both players now are on Fatal Blow.
Yeah, that also gives Joker access to the cancel, the Fatal Blow cancel into the grab as well.
Oh,
what a trade.
I really liked the option, but unfortunately Wiggle Stick is still too slow.
Yeah.
And Poseidon did the down one.
Yeah, down one is going to trade it out every time. Boing able to open up, but not able to convert off of it. Here comes Poseidon with the Kabal. Gonna get double D2. Nope.
I like that. That Alcatraz is really trying to get those. That was actually the first anti-air from the Kabal, so that was really good.
Yeah, that was a really good D2 on Alcatraz's part. Ready for the Boing to come in. But that launcher just needs chip damage here for Poseidon to close out this next match. He's gonna be playing and just gets that one shot. Poseidon is up now 2-0 against Alcatraz.
This is really stressful. I definitely see Alcatraz trying to figure out how to deal with this. Ideally, Joker versus Jade is a really good matchup for Jade. The problem is, ever since Boink has been introduced, that is a move that you can't really anti-air consistently.
Yeah.
It's not as great as I would say, like, for example, Jackie or Kabal, where you're able to, like, do the gas blast and you're able to actually, like, get pressure. But it's just a move that once you unleash it, the Joker player really is able to, like, whiff punish you for trying to anti-air. It's kind of crazy.
It is. And I don't know if you saw this, but we are going back in time. Alcatraz is hopping onto Sonya Blade, who he started off in this game with. I'm excited to see it. 4-2 is going to be a problem for Sonya, though, versus Joker. It reaches so far. It is a high, though. Able to duck it on read.
Yeah, I like that Poseidon's just waiting patiently, honestly. And this is a lot of grounded damage, too. So trying to use that defensive meter is a bit tough. But there goes that crushing blow from the onion ring. Does bring out the drone, but the drone not going to do much as it was closer to Sonya than to Poseidon. There goes the cancels, though. That has been a good game plan for many Sonya players.
Yeah, Sonya players able to get that mix with the overhead, able to get the cancels into the throws, especially here in the corner. But just the D1 there from Poseidon. He is on set point right now.
Indeed.
All right.
I think if Alcatraz actually played a little bit slower, definitely can catch Poseidon off guard, and this could be the best pick possible for him.
Yeah,
it's just sometimes you're like waking up and you want to be able to get your turn back, but you have to be careful.
Yeah, if he's patient and feels like he can whiff punish or get an opening up on Poseidon, the entire momentum of the game could change.
One thing too, Poseidon has more hit confirms compared to Alcatraz. So this could be a chance, does put himself back into the corner, and this is where Poseidon can just easily do so much damage. Also, again, this is 950 health, so everything hurts double when it comes to Sonya.
Yeah, Joker also dealing with that 950 health as well, and just gets the down one. Poseidon taking it 3-0 over Alcatraz, moving on in his pool, heading forward.
Amazing stuff there from Poseidon. Such a clean Joker.
Yes.
I love watching Poseidon and Jetring because
Me too.
They have such a way to play Joker that I don't really see too often. And I just remember when Joker came out, so many people were like, "Oh, Joker's like broken or whatever." And the thing is that like regardless of what your thoughts are about the character, like the player really makes that character shine so well.
I agree, because like you were saying with the Boing variation, we don't see that very often. I know I've seen Poseidon play it a lot, and like in certain matchups, it completely changes the matchup and makes the other person adapt right on their feet, because we just don't see Boing that often. But again, the movement that we see from Jetring and from Poseidon and other top level Joker players, like dashing in and out, being able to control the space, the whiff punishing, etc. It's just, I love watching high-level Joker players.
Absolutely. And once again, make sure to keep on tuning in, get your water breaks and all that, as we're going to be having some more Mortal Kombat 11 action here just shortly after this short break.
Yo, you see that overhead?
Oh my goodness,
That
nobody was blocking that.
Ooh,
but
I
anyway.
definitely got hit. That was wild, man. These matches have been great.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? We're about to take a quick break here, and Combo Breaker 2023 is still going on. Don't worry, this time we're gonna order for you.
Yeah, we got you. Don't even worry about it.
Be right back.
Don't forget to head on over to the Combo Breaker shop to check out all the amazing merch. But don't delay, because that merch is gonna go quick.
Welcome back, everyone, to some more Mortal Kombat 11 action. Listen, if you haven't signed up for that online stress test to get a chance to get in for Mortal Kombat 1, I don't know what you're doing, except unless you're watching Combo Breaker, which at this point, make sure you scan that QR code and sign up. But regardless, I'm back with Miss Meeseeks. How have the matches been for you?
The matches have been great for me so far. I think we've seen some great players. I think we've seen some things that we weren't expecting, like you said, the non-custom variations, etc. I feel like the further and further we get into this tournament, though, we're going to see more and more meta-type characters, meta-type variations, etc. As we see the higher-level players just working their way through.
Absolutely. I do want to say, though, I don't think our next match would be too much on the meta, as our next match will be Shady versus Euphoring. I remember seeing on Twitter, and not exactly sure who said it on Twitter, but I remember reading that someone was like, Euphoring is one of those mystery characters.
He is. He just shows up to, he's not a big online warrior or anything. He shows up to offlines. He makes top 16s. He makes top 8s. And you never really know who he's going to pull out. I've seen him play sub. I've seen him play Cetrion. I just feel like it's definitely a wild card with him.
Always, always, always. And I feel like when you really look at what this player can do, always just surprises people. It's crazy. Between I think Euphoring does Terminator, could do Spawn as well, which has also been another character that I've seen often in these tournaments. Spawn is a character that sometimes some people have gone to, and there's something about that character that just works well for some people.
Yeah, that character really, I feel like he's kind of hard to get into a groove with, but he puts out some of the most damage in this game. I mean, especially if he's using Soul Forfeit and is able to get all the crushing blows in one play. But again, Shao Kahn dishing up the same amount of damage. I just feel like Spawn has very safe ways to poke, very safe ways to confirm, and puts him up there. I don't think he's like top 5, but I think he's top 10 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, the Kabal.
Oh, there goes the Spawn. Yeah.
So it's looking like we're going to see a Kabal versus a Spawn. Excited to see, they're both going to customs here, and excited to see if we're going to see the, I'm assuming we're going to see Slight Gas from Kabal. And yep, we're seeing Air Slight Gas from Kabal, and we're seeing the Raising Hell actually from Spawn, which is a interesting choice. It's good for chip, it's good for checking space, and I'm curious to see how he uses it.
Yep, and of course with Kabal going for the hook grab to get the most optimal damage. So we're probably looking with at least meter, definitely about 50%.
Yeah, especially
if you can get it.
Yeah, if he uses that KB, especially on breakaway as well, it is just so much damage on Spawn.
God, Spawn looks so good. That was high textured on the costume.
That was
every
gorgeous.
stitch made with love.
Exactly, and we see the Slight Gas into grab to start it off. We have ourselves a Kabal, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, and Euphoring is actually the one that's on Kabal with Shady on Spawn. And this is going to be a great time to see what they can do. Shady with the tech, but Euphoring answering appropriately.
Yeah, Euphoring forcing that breakaway as well. And able to Slight Gas over that stand 3, and this should actually put him, he just needs chip damage here just to close out that first round. Euphoring with a crazy speed run right there on Shady.
Really strong stuff here from Euphoring. Kabal is a character that really rose up the ranks in the meta here, and this is exactly why. Look at those combos, 33% just from those jumps, and then flawless blocking on that down 1. There goes that stand 3, a great anti-air option, by the way, and also loving that keeping it simple from the down 2 to avoid the breakaway.
Yeah, I agree. Kabal is one of those characters that we saw rise up in the ranks with custom variations for sure, able to get that Slight Gas, and we don't really see Kabals run many other variations outside of that now. Using the interactable to keep the spacing, throwing that Air Razor, and great Slight Gas over the 3-4, and the first match is going to go to Euphoring just like that.
Good stuff there from Euphoring. It looks like Shady's a little bit trying to figure out. I don't think it was a bad spot. I think since this is your typical game 1, okay, well, now we got to start adapting.
Exactly. You start adapting, you start getting used to the other player's play style. It's a 1st to 3 for a reason. Players need to adapt. Players need to know how they want to change their gameplay. Good blocks there. But gets opened up again by Euphoring using the hook grab, able to put Spawn into the corner as well.
Tries to close in on these gaps here, but hasn't been able to really get much damage out there. There goes with the stand 3, but has to break away, so using that meter, and now Euphoring able to jump in and get 29% there.
Yeah.
Oh
Great
my
whiff
gosh.
again. Oh my gosh.
That was so good. That was so big brain there. Actually jumping and avoiding the stand 3 with Slight Gas.
That was insane. We've seen that 2 times now from Euphoring. He definitely has this matchup knowledge, how to avoid the stand 3, which is one of the best checks that Spawn is going to have.
Great jump to air. Tries to call out the breakaway, but unfortunately for Euphoring was not correct in that guess. There goes the jump kick though. Actually trying to go for the Nomad dash, but jumps over the Hell Sparks.
Yeah, wondering if he's going to use the interactable here to end out the combo. Nope, he's just going to stick Spawn in the corner. Spawn trying to work his way out right now, but it's not happening. Look at this pressure from Kabal. Euphoring is just not giving up on the pressure.
Yep, and we're going back to fighter select, I believe, if I saw the correction, corrected. No, instead we're going for the restart.
Sticking out with the Spawn. Let's see what Shady can do.
Some of those safe strings, you can't punish Kabal on them, but you can try to challenge here and there. Depends on how risky you want to play, right?
Yeah, Euphoring also now has that escape build loaded, which is huge for Kabal as well. First round escape build loaded.
Oh, wow. I love that for Euphoring. Actually able to jump over the breakaway and gets the side switch. So this is an advantage for Euphoring. And look at just this damage here. 33% is ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, and just that down one to finish it out. Oh my goodness, that was close to a flawless. Euphoring here sitting on set point, trying to close it out.
Actually going for the back throw option. Unfortunately not going to be able to avoid the second Hell Spark. Shady trying to get that down one. There goes the stand three. Gorgeous, but unfortunately the breakaway. So that was a meter spent, and you have to wait for that meter to come back.
Yeah, oh, and Euphoring, great call out on the cancel from Shady, punishing it, using that jump to again over the standing three every single time.
Does drop the combo there. Shady trying to get something going, but unfortunately Euphoring is the one that's able to keep this momentum. And unfortunately didn't have the meter to burn it. Tries to go for the sweep.
Big damage here.
Yeah, won't be able to break away whatsoever here.
Fatal blow for both of them on lock, but Euphoring doesn't need it. Just wakes up 1-1 to close it out. Euphoring taking this 3-0 over Shady. And I believe that's putting him into winner's quarters.
Indeed. We were talking a little bit earlier as well, who was heading into semis. So I believe we have, I think it was Poseidon that's in semis.
Yes.
And then, of course, this is just getting closer and closer to that top 24 spot, which, again, if you're one of these players that's just been grinding it out since the start of MK11 and really doing super well in tournaments, but not able to get those wins, it definitely means a lot to them to try to make it through into that top 8 and actually secure. This is one of the last majors, again, for Mortal Kombat 11. And I feel like if we look at some of the other games that are happening here in Combo Breaker, that's a sentiment that a lot of these games are sharing. You have Street Fighter that's also kind of dealing with the same thing, Tekken as well. So honestly, these wins are probably the most crucial and most needed for many of the players that are competing and participating.
And I mean, like, one of the most important parts that you didn't mention is if you make top 24, you get a free burrito.
That's the most important
That is literally what we're playing for here today, guys.
I'm trying to play for that free burrito from Chipotle.
Exactly. We need the free burrito. You know, it's just, it's the best part of getting that top 24. Forget making it out of your pools and saying you got to make it out of pool. You get a free Chipotle burrito. No, but seriously, these players have been grinding day in, day out. Online tournaments, offline locals, offline tournaments as well. And just people have traveled from all over and they're here and they want to get into that top 24. They want to show off what they can do.
Absolutely. So our next match is going to be KingGambler versus MageLikeTrunks. Now, mind you, we saw MageLikeTrunks actually going against LupusWolven. That was a 3-0, but if we definitely look back at how that match happened, it was a little bit of a messy 3-0.
It was.
Right? A lot of hit confirms were not being hit. Probably nerves. I definitely understand, especially if it's your first time on stream. But you're playing against KingGambler.
Yeah.
This is no stranger.
This is an EVO top 8 finalist, right? This is somebody who has been on the biggest stage in fighting games and who is able to just keep his composure. He is one of the most calm players I have ever seen, able to just, if he makes a mistake or drops something, takes it on the chin and moves on. You can never count him out. And also, like we said before, one of the top players here at this tournament, gonna bring that Sub-Zero, gonna bring that mix. And MageLikeTrunks has match ahead of him for sure.
You mentioned something that was actually so common, or something that like most noticeable about KingGambler.
Yeah.
It's his ability to clutch things out. I have seen KingGambler clutch and reset brackets like no tomorrow, especially commentating on the PlayStation channel for Mortal Kombat 11. It is insane the level of cool, calm, and collective just mentality that KingGambler has. And I think also another thing too, one of the players definitely expected to make it pretty well far during the bracket. Of course, you have Scorpion Prox and the Chilean twins that are like definitely here and they're really trying to make it far. But I think the most important thing to remember is that KingGambler is really that dark horse at the end of the day that just will surprise anybody. And again, resets brackets like no tomorrow.
I've been saying it since I saw that he was coming to Combo Breaker, since I've seen he's been on this tear probably for the past 6 to 7 months, and I've just been saying it over and over. I'm like, he could take it if he plays his best. His composure, the different, like, it's the fact that he has composure, it's the fact that he has the knowledge of the game, it's the fact that he has the passion for the game, and it's the fact that I think he found a character that suits his play style so well.
Yep. I agree with you completely. I think they are doing the button check, which makes sense. I really want to see MageLikeTrunks, though, do extremely well. I don't want to see drop combos because drop combos on Fujin is not a fun time. And honestly, that's what makes Fujin such a difficult character. I feel like that's one of the reasons why people don't really put him as top tier as they would like to, because it really takes a good player to play Fujin.
It does. Fujin is definitely one of the more execution-heavy characters on the Mortal Kombat roster as well, but if MageLikeTrunks has probably shaken out some of those I'm on stage nerves. Here he is on his second match on stage, and I really hope to see him getting those combos, getting that maxed out damage, and see a good set here.
I'm excited too.
I'm very excited.
Of course, again, I love watching KingGambler, probably one of my favorite players. I really have to say, like, has made such an impression on me when it comes to watching his matches. Just from on a commentator's level, like, I feel like if I ever want to tell someone who wants to get into commentary how to properly commentate a match, watch KingGambler. Because KingGambler just has this way of playing that as a commentator, you want to tell that story and you want to be able to fully be able to say that, what he's trying to do and what that mindset is.
Yeah, there's so many mind games that are going on with Sub-Zero as well that KingGambler brings. I mean, everybody knows the regular Sub-Zero mix, but then he starts to condition the mix and change the mix, and we're hopping right into it. All right, neutral to start off. The win pushes here from MageLikeTrunks. Just pokes here from KingGambler, both trying to feel it out the spacing, but that back one is going to be the first open up and forced breakaway of the match.
Yep, a great down one into the throw. Sub-Zero with the fastest down one in the game. That's something to definitely keep in mind. 6 frames. Oof. There we go. This is the start. This is where things don't go very well for many players as you start getting mixed.
As soon as Gambler starts getting that mix going, using Rising Ice also to make sure that he gets that extra damage out of there. Using the back throw, keeping it safe as well.
The patience here from KingGambler, knowing that he's plus, but actually waiting for it to see what the options that MageLikeTrunks is going. He uses game one constantly to figure out and try to adapt the best way possible. And great jump in with the jump one and actually solidifying it against MageLikeTrunks.
Yeah. Important to note that MageLikeTrunks now does have that escape fail loaded on the throw as well, which can come in handy later on in the more clutch situations. Just throwing ice balls here, flawless blocks.
Yeah, this is where another like layer that KingGambler is testing out is, okay, how are you like responding to my ice balls? And a great reversal punish off of the wind push as well. Notice he's flawless blocking them too. He's not using meter, he's actually just using the natural moves that Sub-Zero has. There goes the 50-50, not going to be able to get the ice ball, but we get it this time.
Yeah, we get it this time into the Rising Ice. Is he going to spend the KB? He is going to spend the KB and get the forward 2 KB to close out that first match against MageLikeTrunks. KingGambler is on the board 1-0.
Yeah, he's super focused. He knows what he needs to do. This is the KingGambler that you love to see.
Yes, it is. All Alright, the back one check. Great spacing from Gambler there too with the back 3 low, able to get it started. Doesn't get the D2 on the breakaway, but make sure that Fujin doesn't have that defensive meter anymore.
Goes for that down 1 check here from MageLikeTrunks and tries to do the win push again. But again, that is a down 1-6 frame that allows Sub-Zero to backdash just slightly and actually start the momentum. And this is a great position for KingGambler. Gonna try to put some pressure, but the back one from MageLikeTrunks gonna come in clutch. There goes the reversal punish though.
Yeah, MageLikeTrunks needs to be really careful about where he's using those win pushes because Gambler is gonna know the exact spacing of when he can punish a slide.
And there goes the throw. That's a great position for MageLikeTrunks. But the ice ball, and this is gonna be in favor of KingGambler. And the down 2 to solidify it. Just using that meter to do the launch option.
Yeah, really smart too for Gambler to go ahead and get that side switch, start Fujin in the corner, and start off with the mix. What are your options on wake up? Are you blocking? Are you jumping? Oh, trying to work his way out with the back one. Win pushes, getting Sub-Zero away from him. MageLikeTrunks is out of there.
Yeah, not enough time to bring out an ice ball to try to punish the Skywalker, but KingGambler still finding a way to get in, sliding in the movement between these two as well. You would think that it's Fujin only with that wave dashing, but no, MageLikeTrunks, or rather KingGambler, also very much conscious of the movement that Sub-Zero is capable of.
Yeah, for sure. Using it to his advantage, trying to close those gaps, make sure he's in the right spacing. Great jump punish as well over the back 1 string. Gambler gonna force the breakaway here and just dash up and forward throw. And now Fujin is back in the corner. Pressure is on the jump in as well. The ice ball. Gambler getting so much damage. And he cashes it out. Just chip here needed.
Indeed, did not have the bar right away, but the reversal slide, able to get it. And now KingGambler is up 2-0. This is a good match. It's a really good match. It's one of those things where you can see that MageLikeTrunks trying to figure out what KingGambler is dishing out, but KingGambler is already in like layer. Actually, I take that back. He's in layer 1.
Yeah,
This is layer 1 KingGambler.
Yeah, KingGambler can get deeper and deeper, but we see the switch to Cassie Cage here. Not a pick that we see a lot, and I'm wondering what Cassie brings to the table instead.
Definitely less execution.
Yeah.
That's something, again, that we spoke about Fujin. It requires a high execution, and honestly, from what I was seeing there from MageLikeTrunks, wasn't really getting it out.
Yeah, wasn't able to use Fujin's tools as much as he needed to. Let's see how he does with the Cassie. Great tech there from MageLikeTrunks as well. Not able to get the confirm. Escape failed, loaded for KingGambler.
Yeah, that is an escape fail that you're going to have to be very careful if KingGambler is able to get that throw. This is going to be a nice corner carry, 34% with that down 2 ender.
Just pokes here. Trying to get an opening.
A lot of pokes, trying to like play patiently. There goes the jump in, and there's that double down 1 against 6 frames is really good for Sub-Zero. Oh, there it goes!
Spends it and just gets that forward 4, closes out the first round. KingGambler is sitting on set point right now.
The back and forth right now between these two players. Tries to actually avoid the kick, able to succeed, gets the side switch with the ice ball, gets the down 2 ender for 33%, and that health is going, but we do have a punish. We were able to block the Sub-Zero ice ball, and that is quite a bit. Has to break away early, though. That leaves KingGambler with no resources, both defensively and offensively.
Yeah, Gambler happy to sit here, let those reload up. Cassie comes in for a throw as well. Great down 1 into the throw as well.
The backdashing a little bit. I like the little bit of the advanced movement because you can see this is probably why MageLikeTrunks switched over to Cassie.
Yeah, definitely seems more comfortable on this Cassie cage.
Trying to avoid the gunshots.
Yep, Gambler trying to work his way in. He does have Fatal Blow on lock as well.
I was just gonna say, this is where you don't want to be.
This is Robbery City here. You can never count him out.
It takes literally 1 hit.
It could be forward 2 into GG's. Oh, gets the slide.
There
it is.
I'm done.
Oh
I'm done.
no, the mix into Fatal. Classic Sub-Zero. Gambler's taking this 3-0.
Every single time.
Every time.
Every single time I see KingGambler, I'm just afraid of the for the opponent.
Exactly.
Because it will literally happen that this man will try his absolute. And the crazy thing is that you know it's coming.
Yeah.
But he makes you think it's not coming.
Yeah, you know it's coming though. Like you know you could have literally like KingGambler is in Fatal Blow territory. You could have your entire health bar and you're not safe. You're not safe.
You're not safe at all. That is where you'll see KingGambler. He's going to be moving on to winners, as well as MageLikeTrunks will be heading down to the lower side of the bracket. Oh, I know it. I just know it. I got so mad because all it takes is just one.
Just one. Just that one touch. Just that one confirm. I mean, are you going forward 2 into GGs? Are you going back 3 into GGs? It's a low. It's a high. Or an overhead. You got to guess. Pick your poison. I mean, it's offline. I guess you could technically react.
No.
I guess you could technically react.
Every single one of you at home. All right, because I remember the blasphemy that all of you were saying during year 1 and year 2. Okay, I remember the blasphemy.
Yeah.
And all of you were saying, "Oh, you can react to that offline." What was that? What was that?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm kind of for the offline downplay because people try to say back 3 by Scorpion. You can't react to that, but I'm like, it's a 22 frame startup, guys. Come on, just react. Like,
just simply guess better, okay?
Simply just choose the right option and not the wrong one, and make sure that their life bar goes away before yours does. Fighting games.
Also, never have Sub-Zero in Fatal Blow territory.
Oh,
if you put him in there, you better make sure you can keep him out of it because. Woo, that is it. That is right there.
Yeah, Sub-Zero and Liu Kang are the 2 characters round 3 that terrify me because they are the comeback kings. Sub-Zero, just with his mix, as soon as he gets the momentum going, can absolutely just melt somebody's health bar. Liu Kang, if he has Bicycle Kick KB loaded, if he has Throw KB loaded, anything, you can just go from ahead to dead just like that.
Just like that. It's insane. Oh my gosh, what a great match. I mean, like I said, that is something that I see all the time when I see KingGambler play on the PlayStation channel. Like, I literally see him just so cool, calm, and collected. It's insane how good he does with that. And the thing is that, like, if you look at that last sequence, right, something that higher level players really point out, and if you listen to, like, how they talk about their matches and whatnot, when a player is starting to get really closer to that win, it almost becomes, they become almost super readable, right?
Yep.
And that's the thing about KingGambler, is that he knows what he needs to do to win, but he doesn't make he doesn't make himself readable.
Yeah. A lot of the times, too, when we see, like, people, like, just like we saw now, KingGambler, the situation he was in, people will start to, like, they'll start to spaz out, they'll start to like get really nervous, start throwing random D2s, etc., because they get scared because they know that they're about to be finished. But KingGambler, just like, it seems like he doesn't even see his health bar. He still sticks with his game plan, still stays composed, calm, cool, collected, and brings comebacks just like we saw now.
Absolutely. Up next we have our next match, which is going to be Aftaburn versus Euphoring. Now, Aftaburn's a somewhat familiar name that I've heard. Of course, we have Euphoring, who, if you're just tuning in, did win against Shady with Kabal 3-0. So, other than Terminator being a character for Euphoring, has Kabal on his roster. Aftaburn, I think, if I'm not mistaken, might be a Cetrion player.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have not yet to see Aftaburn play yet. But, yeah, like you were saying, Euphoring has a pretty deep player pool of who he can choose, who he can play at a high level with. And it looks like we're going into a button check first.
Indeed. I also love to, Euphoring's dad actually comes out a lot for him.
I love that.
I
love that so much.
I love when family just supports these players. KingGambler was one
Yeah.
that, like, I always hear his
Mama
mom.
Gambler.
Yes.
Love her.
She's, honestly, I feel like she's the mom of the NRS
I
community.
agree. Everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. I mean, like, I also love seeing, like, family support. I know, like, my parents are watching right now
Oh
and
my
everything.
gosh.
Yeah, so hello, parents. But I love seeing the support that players get from their friends in the crowd who are cheering for them, from their
For sure.
family, etc. It's great to see. It's a great feeling. The, like, FGC has such a community vibe that is so warm.
Absolutely. And again, you know, it's always important to have that, like, support system and really, like, just full on be able to kind of count on it. Because honestly, this stuff gets really stressful. Like, people don't realize, especially when you're, like, you at home, you're watching matches, right? But, you know, even commentary can be considered really difficult, as well as just looking at how these players are playing. Like, this is really nerve-wracking that you're crowded up into these stations, you're playing your heart out, you know people are watching you, and not just watching you to be, like, to cheer you on or cheer against you, but more of, like, to see how you're doing.
Yeah.
Because that's all knowledge for them. And then here, you know, on the stage right now, it's also nerve-wracking because everybody in the crowd is watching you, plus the people at home. And you really want to make, again, that mark because you came here to really show off what you can do. And honestly, at the end of the day, everyone here is definitely better than the 1% because you actually showed up and trying to play your heart out.
Exactly. That's, like, the big thing. A lot of people will be really hard on themselves. They'll be like, I went 0-2. Like, you showed up. Do you realize how much guts that takes? You showed up and you played. And like you're saying, like, being on the stage as well, these matches that you're seeing streamed, they are on a stage. There's cameras around. There's people behind them cheering in the crowd. There's bright lights in their face. It's just, unless you've been there before, unless you're used to it, there's no way that you can't be nervous. There's no way it can't be a difference than sitting in your room playing on your PlayStation or however you're playing. Ooh, another Scorpion.
And this might be Kano.
Scorpion and Kano. Oh, no.
Man.
Kano.
Listen, and nobody sees me right now on camera, but I'm here just like, oh, I don't like him.
I don't like him at all. And I mean, I'm going to be honest. As a Scorpion player, I'm not a high-level Scorpion player, okay? But Kano gives me a problem. So I'm curious to see how this goes.
All right, there goes the Kano ball start off as well, but not really a significant punish. There goes that full-on grab as well. This is plus frames.
Yeah, the thing with Kano is if you're able to flawless block, you can make this a lot better of a matchup. But if Kano keeps enforcing those plus frames over and over again, it's really easy to condition your opponent and get them stuck in a tight spot. But that 1-1 confirm forces the breakaway afterwards for Aftaburn. Still has a lot of life to make up for, though.
Okay, great whiff punish here from Aftaburn. Won't be able to actually restand. I do like the usage of not using Failable too early. This might be in the next hit confirm. Not even. It would probably be chip damage like we saw with the spin.
Yeah, this is our second Searing Rage Scorpion that we're seeing as well. And that death spin is definitely, I would argue, one of the best chip, if not the best chip moves in the game. For sure, at the end of a round, can completely clutch it out, especially when amplified.
I agree with you there too as well. It's a great move. I feel like if any Scorpions were trying to go for customs, it would be that move, and then the full reborn teleports.
Yeah, that's actually what I run. I run the Helport Cancel and the Death Spin. I see a lot of people also run it with the Burning Spear, though, running that buff.
Oh, very nice round there from Euphoring. Notice that you had all of those plus frames into the restands, and there is nothing you can do once he has the asset on you.
Yeah, exactly. Great duck on the Kano ball, but misses the punish and is going to get punished for that whiff D2. Big 25% coming out here for Euphoring, and now Scorpion is stuck in the corner.
Wow, using Spear to punish the whiff grab. I'm a little stunned because that was a very slow move, but it looks like Euphoring is unfazed by it as well. Tries to go for the meaty situation, but wasn't able to do so.
Yeah, Aftaburn, I'm not sure. He's going also for some crazy confirms here. Both of them have Fatal Blow on lock. It's final round. One confirm into Fatal Blow for either of these characters will end the match.
Yeah, Euphoring having to be a little more careful, has been trying to call out. Oh, that could have been very dangerous there for...
Escape failed, loaded as well.
Oh.
Okay, down one pokes, good jump.
There goes. Yep, beautiful punish on the teleport. Patience from Euphoring, even Aftaburn's trying to like, I figured it was just too much.
Yeah, the patience was really good there on Euphoring, just waiting for the amplify on the teleport and just stayed calm in those scramble situations, is able to stay calm and just get his punish off, finish out the match, and continue.
He's shaking his head. I think it's because he knows Searing Rage, he might not do it here. Because Euphoring is getting ready for the teleport, right? So if we do see the Scorpion pick, no, we're going for the spawn.
For the spawn pick, okay.
That's such a different play style and character.
Crazy different play style and character. And he's running Soul Forfeit as well, which we had talked about before. Soul Forfeit is one of those moves, it takes away your bar, but it allows you to get all the crushing blows that spawn has in a row in one combination if you have it activated. Can be a huge deal closer.
Yeah, Aftaburn's letting Euphoring get away with a lot right now. Between the Kano balls not getting punished, the full-on mid also not getting punished. It's like, you cannot let that stuff go, especially with a character like Kano, who loves to abuse those positive frames.
Of course, yes. The plus frames from Kano, like I said, unless you know how to check them, he can just keep bullying over and over and keep that up, keeping Spawn in the corner, just not finding a way out. He's on fire now, and that should close out the round. Kano's pressure is ridiculous unless you know the tech to get out. Flawless block is a great option, etc., but it's hard to do.
I know, it's extremely hard to do. And then, of course, when you're Acid, if you try to move forward, look, exactly like that. You're stuck in sort of like this infinite situation where you cannot get out, you cannot press, you can't even block.
Yeah, like what are you supposed to do? Force his breakaway there. If Spawn can get another opening up, that would be a lot of damage, but Kano is just oppressive here. Oh, big damage coming in the corner here for Aftaburn. Goes for the restand as well.
Do not agree about being put into the corner by yourself. And there you have it, Euphoring taking it 2-0 right now. I don't even know if that spawn pick was even worth it. There was just no way to see it.
I don't see. The Scorpion, I felt like he was getting more hit confirms, seemed more comfortable in the matchup.
Yep.
The spawn pick, it just seemed like he was able to be closer because spawn puts out a lot of damage, but really didn't seem to be able to find a way to get in on Kano. Found no way to open him up, just kind of was able to jump in and get some jump ins and able to convert off of that. So we're trying a third character instead. We are going to praise the sun and bring some Kotal Kahn into the arena.
As much as Kotal Kahn has been a really good pick for some of the players today, I'm always wary of when a player is switching so much back and forth between, especially 3 characters. 2 characters, okay, I get it, but you went from 3 characters that play completely different.
Yeah, I agree.
And Euphoring has just been the one that's been able to keep momentum.
Yeah, exactly. Euphoring has his game plan, and he's stuck with the same game plan no matter which character he's been going against. It has been the same game plan all along. Great anti-air conversion, and now Kotal's in the corner again. That's exactly where Euphoring wants you to be.
And the Acid was there, so there was an option to literally throw out, but look at that, avoiding the up 3 and just walking up and being like, here, I grabbed you. What are you going to do about it?
Exactly. Yeah, I've noticed that Euphoring every time on those hard knockdowns in the corner is standing just out of range so that they can't use wake up buttons and so that he can whiff punish it.
There goes the Acid as well as the Mazel Tov, and look, this is exactly what Euphoring wants to be in the corner, being able to keep this pressure. Was going to try to do the anti-air, but instead choosing to be defensive and instead keep this plus frames as well. Goes for the sweep, not going to be able to get the grab, but gets the flawless block up 2 into the Kano ball.
Yeah, Euphoring just needs one more string here to close it out. He is in the corner now, tries to go for that grab, and he's out with the Kano ball. Big punish here? Yeah, big punish. KB into launcher. Kotal should get a lot of damage, even with the breakaway. Got 21% and including this command grab is able to get another 18.
Yeah, gets the buff. This is though chip damage and Euphoring taking it over. Aftaburn 3-0. Very good stuff. I kind of expected it though, because again, you go from Scorpion that you were hit confirming so well on, and then you go into like Spawn and Kotal. It's hard. And again, Kano's the character that, as you saw in the corner, a menace, okay? A menace.
Yes.
So, with that being said though, we're gonna go ahead and take another quick break, get some water, get ourselves a little calm down after all of these hype matches, and we'll be back with some more Mortal Kombat 11 action.
There's plenty more Combo Breaker 2023 action coming at you on the way.
But first, let's take a quick commercial break.
If you want to add to your Combo Breaker merch legacy collection, don't forget to head over to the Combo Breaker shop to check out all the amazing merch. Get yours before they run out.
Welcome back, guys, to MK11 Pools. We have some insane matches left for you, especially this next one that we're going to be hopping right into. We have KingGambler versus Poseidon. Both of them guaranteed top 24 right now. They're going to get their free burrito, which is what's important, but they definitely want to figure out who's going through on winner's side, who's going to be going through on loser's side. Two of the top level players here, and we're probably going to be seeing the Sub-Zero versus Joker. I can't imagine we'd be seeing anything else.
So do want to mention as well, with that last match before the ad break, we did see Euphoring actually win 3-0 and has made it to top 24. So in addition, we have Ludi in top 24. We have Scorpion Prox as well in top 24. We have also, I believe, Sunio as well in top 24. On the winner's side, losers, if you want to check out their bracket, you can do ! bracket. And then of course, now again, we are going to see some of these matches as well for Poseidon KingGambler. This is going to be probably the toughest match.
Yeah, I
agree.
agree.
Because we have two players that we both love here.
And like, they're both just great people in the community. If you guys don't know them in the community, both of them great content creators, just really nice people who are willing to help new players learn, and also some of the top level players we are seeing here. We saw both of them play on stream earlier today, and we saw what both of them were able to do. I believe it was 3-0 sweeps for both of them.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a close match. It's gonna be a battle of mentality. I feel like Joker versus Sub is 5-5 in my opinion, and it's just gonna be a battle of adaptation, etc.
Now, something to keep in mind as well, Joker has 950 health compared to like Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is able to dish out a lot of damage, and that's one of the things that I remember watching in, I believe, last month's PlayStation Fight Nights, was even though it was against Jet Ring, that was a big factor for KingGambler because he was optimally pumping out damage.
Yeah, that's very true. Joker with that lesser amount of health, 50 might not seem like a lot, but when it comes down to the end of the line, it is a lot. All right, the 4-4, great flawless block by Poseidon here.
Already bringing out the Jack in the Box as these enders. And then actually, I believe KingGambler trying to call out a flawless block there maybe, was trying to see if it was a stagger as well. That is going to be a forward throw.
Yep, going to be a forward throw into the corner. Joker just looking to keep KingGambler there. Big damage here with the Kabal. Has breakaway available, but is not going to choose to use it. KingGambler.
So for me, seeing KingGambler here, first off, that has creeping ice.
Yeah.
So we already know what KingGambler is trying to do here, understands that it's going to try to create spacing. This is something that I've seen about KingGambler though, is he uses that game one to really download the opponent. So a lot of the things that he's doing right now is actually trying to test out whether or not Poseidon is aware of what his habits are.
Yes, of course. And both players have been making adaptations as we go through, trying to make reads on how the other player plays. They've played each other multiple times. That flawless block punish conversion from Gambler as well, getting a 28%.
Low to the ground. So low, and then just able to hit confirm was so nice.
Yeah, and we see Poseidon here still running the Boing variation.
Ooh, not using the crushing blow, if you notice, because it was an interrupt.
All right. Fun to fun here in the first match.
A little bit of this movement that we see, bringing out the ice ball.
Going in. Gambler getting that flawless block with the guaranteed D2 as well.
Ooh, there goes the down 2 crushing blow. And of course, Poseidon with no defensive meter is going to have to hold that. I think, though, that was a little bit of a weird jump. Not going to be able to fully confirm off of the ice, but it's all good. Creeping ice to keep the spacing. Great down 3 check to also avoid the Kabal.
Yep. And just that down 4 check. Trying to get the jump in is Poseidon. But that's loaded. The escape failed, and that's going to be the first match there for KingGambler, taking it 1-0 over Poseidon.
I'm telling you, KingGambler is testing everything. Game 1, if you ever go against a character like against KingGambler, know that you are getting tested.
Yeah,
he's literally watching you and what you're doing. And look at how he was able to flawless block. Look at how he was able to get the command, the crushing blow.
Yep.
It's just phenomenal gameplay.
Well, yeah, he was willing to eat some of those strings, like you said at the beginning, looking for the flawless blocks, etc. And now he's worked out how Poseidon's trying to go about his game plan and is completely breaking it down. Short hop in the corner.
Okay, I like it. He's trying to really create this idea that like, oh no, there goes the back throw. Not going to use the forward throw because, of course, you want that corner position. The cancel off of the Fatal Blow, though, is a great tool that Joker has into the creeping ice. Not going to be able to fully amplify it, though.
Yep, Poseidon just trying to get something started here, but the forward 4 going to knock Poseidon back into the middle of the screen as we start this next match.
Brings out the ice ball here.
Both filling out the spacing. KingGambler is slowly getting into the corner now, under pressure by Poseidon.
Under pressure. Feeling Joker on me. This is not a fun time.
It's not a... Oh, the armor break as well from Poseidon. Big damage cash out. And the short hop as well. The trades.
Well, these trades are crazy right now, but Poseidon's the one that's been winning most of them. Here we go, goes for the throw as KingGambler gets the side switch finally.
Gets the escape failed loaded again, which we saw he used to close out the last match. Uses the Boing to switch sides.
I love that KingGambler doesn't really try to anti-air. He just accepts it. It's like, okay, you're gonna land.
Yep.
There's not really much else that you're gonna do there.
Yeah. And KingGambler also has Fatal Blow loaded now.
Oh
we
my
know
gosh.
what can happen when KingGambler has Fatal Blow loaded.
And this is what I'm saying here. Like those 2 hits. See? I just said it. I literally said it in Gambler's last match.
And it's gonna kill.
Oh my God!
The
if you
950
get
health.
the single hit confirmed, okay? If you get that hit, you need to take Gambler out. You cannot let this man go free.
Yeah, you cannot let Gambler get his feet under him when he has that Fatal Blow unlock, especially as you had said right before we started, that 950 health came into play here. That would not have killed on a 1000 health character. Would have scaled too hard.
Yep. And even there, Poseidon had to take a breath. I'm always for players. You need to take that moment to regroup yourself. If it messed your mentality up so much in that moment, take the minute.
Yeah. I know Poseidon's big on just taking a moment, thinking about it, and seeing what he can change.
Okay, bringing out those ice balls to try to catch something. These staggers now, again, we've already seen the hand that KingGambler has shown. He knows how to flawless block, and he really knows how to do it well.
And he knows how to forward 2 ice ball. So forcing the breakaway. Now there's going to be no option for Poseidon. He's eating so much damage here. Cashes out on the KB, and Gambler is on set point, trying to get to top 24 on winner's side.
It's insane. The character, the player, I'm just not surprised at all.
Yeah, me either. I mean, coming into this, knowing KingGambler was one of the top players to be here, and he's showing exactly why.
He tries to go for the sweep. There goes the down 2 from Poseidon.
Poseidon trying to shimmy, dashing in and out. Gets caught by the back 1-4 though, and is going to get the side switch on him. He's now in the corner.
I believe also the sliding crushing blow might be loaded as well.
I believe it is.
And honestly, the slide crushing blow is just as equal as a damage as a fatal blow. So
yeah, it's just insane. All right, the boing.
The punish.
Huge punish, and here's the KB. It's gonna leave with 16 health. Just chip needed here for KingGambler. Oh my goodness. The drop fatal blow. Cancel from Poseidon. KingGambler is gonna close this out, take it 3-0. Both of these players going to top 24. KingGambler on the upper side of the bracket, Poseidon on the lower side of the bracket. Excited to see what these players do.
That fatal blow, unfortunately, but even with the cancel, you're 16. Yes, you're 16 points, right? Like you're not going to be able to do much. And again, this is KingGambler's Sub-Zero, right? Like,
it is.
Talk about defense. And again, like I've mentioned before, something about Sub-Zero is that slide crushing blow and fatal blow, they do the same amount of damage.
Which is not fair.
I know it's not fair. I know it's not fair to get hit by a one-hit overhead that, oh, you could react offline, Saki. What was that?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do when the person forward 2 slides, huh? Then what do you do? It's just like, I mean, Joey, like, really it shows exactly what Sub-Zero can do. People know the, like, basic level of Sub-Zero. They know, okay, forward 2 is the overhead, back 3, you're checking them low. He has a good grab, he has a good D1, but KingGambler just takes it to the next level, and he says, oh, you adapted to that? Well, look at this. Now I have flawless block punishes into conversions, and you're still eating 30 damage plus each time.
Yeah, that was another thing, too, is the fact that, like, Gambler was really trying to find a way to flawless block. Like, that's just the top-level mentality for you right there. And honestly, awesome job with that. KingGambler is going to be moving on to top 24 on the winner's side. Whereas Poseidon, I believe, automatically goes to losers, correct?
Yeah, he's on the loser side of top 24 now. And what we are going to be seeing is we're going to be seeing Res Credits versus MageLikeTrunks. And both of these players are on the loser's side of the bracket, so they are fighting to get into top 24. This is their match to get into top 24.
A way to get the burrito.
It's all about the burrito, and then it's like, what kind of burrito are you going to get? You can get any kind of burrito.
Okay. Is it like any kind of burrito, or can we get like a burrito bowl?
I don't know about the burrito bowl. I'm not sure if they're bringing out the burrito bowls for this, but I mean, a burrito's a burrito. You could always unwrap it and put it into a bowl.
This is true, but then I feel like it defeats the purpose of the burrito.
Yeah, you are kind of wasting that tortilla spot.
I mean, okay. So I actually break apart my hamburgers. I actually take out, like, I take out the buns.
Okay.
And then I eat the buns separately, and then I put, everybody in chat must be like, Saki, what the heck? Well, you're not eating with me ever again. Listen, I just don't like when a hamburger's put together, okay? I like to tear the hamburger apart.
And then do you eat, like, fork and knife the burger part of it?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I've heard of worse. Okay, are you going to tell me that you eat pizza with a fork and knife? Oh, no, don't give me that look. Oh, no, Saki. Saki.
I eat tacos with a fork.
No, how can you eat tacos with a fork?
Tacos. It becomes a taco salad.
No, the whole thing. Oh, okay. Deep breaths.
Listen, you know what I won't eat is a Chicago deep dish pizza. Sorry, that's soup.
No.
That is soup. I'm sorry. I don't care. Sorry, Chicago people. Y'all think you got pizza, but you don't got pizza. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't even tried it, but I'm kind of scared too. It looks too doughy for me. I like the thin crust, you know? I like the little bit of crunch in there.
So it might seem, I believe what we're going to see is actually MageLikeTrunks reverting still with the Cassie, which we saw that happening earlier before with, I believe it was, I actually believe it was maybe Euphoring, maybe? Yeah, something like that. Oh, sorry, it was KingGambler actually that went with the Cassie against the Sub-Zero, but it looks like MageLikeTrunks is stuck with the Cassie for sure. And then, of course, Res Credits, who will be the first time we see on stream, might be playing the Kabal.
Yeah, he's a Kabal player. That's what I know Res Credits for, and he is a very decent Kabal player for sure. But I think it's smart on MageLikeTrunks to stick with the Cassie, especially because he wasn't quite getting the execution needed for Fujin to be that top character that he is. Looks like he's hovering over the Fujin. Oh, he went back to the Cassie cage. I got mixed. But yeah, I think Cassie cage is definitely a better option for him if he feels more comfortable with the execution, with the BNBs, etc.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, again, coming back to what you said about the execution, the reason why Fujin does so well is because the players are really highly executed. He's an anime character in an NRS game.
He is.
And that's actually like says a lot because in anime there's high execution.
Yep, that's for sure. Like,
Dude, you've got a BO problem.
you've got to have the cancels on point with him. But instead we're hopping into this Cassie cage. Slight gas Kabal, definitely be looking to do slight gas jump 2, slight gas crossing up. So many options, but that was a great anti-air there from MageLikeTrunks.
Amazing, but we do get that mad dash as well. Res Credits trying to get the jump into the slight gas, but great interrupt from MageLikeTrunks.
Yeah, another great interrupt there too. MageLikeTrunks looking pretty comfortable anti-airing Kabal with slight gas, which is hard to do.
Interesting to go for the stand kick as well, as that's not really like the most optimal. And again, Kabal can really do, what makes Kabal scary is the fact that he can do some grounded damage.
Yeah, just tried to do a raw Nomad dash off of that, and Cassie was not able to get a full punish as she should. Nomad dash, very minus. Every single time it's blocked, should be a huge damage for the other player.
Okay.
But Cassie is sitting on borrowed health right now.
This might be dangerous here. Okay,
She does have
950.
fatal blow though.
Oh, that could have been a very scary punish, but of course the chip out situation where MageLikeTrunks unfortunately getting caught in that. Res Credits taking the round.
Yep. Great patience here from MageLikeTrunks. Good backdash and spacing as well.
Some of these staggers actually using the gunshots to catch up with the up 3 from Res Credits. Catching MageLikeTrunks off guard. Tries to keep those strings safe, but again, you know, if you're not prepared for the throw, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that's true. And breakaway stops the Nomad dash, but not having breakaway against this version of Kabal is very scary.
Yeah, you're eating a lot of damage rather, but with 950 health, that's even worse. Okay, tries to charge up the gunshots, but not gonna be able to secure it. There goes the Nomad dash into the interactable. That will not kill though. 44% is insane. Unbreakable.
And look, no defensive bar left for Cassie, so no chip is going to be able to be avoided. Just the down 1 from Res Credits, able to take that first match over MageLikeTrunks.
Definitely deciding whether or not to stick with the Cassie. I mean, if you did make it through losers, that means that you're definitely wanting to keep with that Cassie, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Fujin only took you so far. I wouldn't even say to go Fujin in this Kabal matchup, to be honest.
I agree with you. I don't think that Fujin is necessarily going to bring anything to this matchup that Cassie can't. They're very different play styles, but I don't see one having an advantage necessarily over the other, even in the air. Just because Kabal's air movement is almost as good as Fujin's. The slight gas trying to open up and able to get the breakaway. There's the crushing blow. This is going to be a lot of damage, 27% just like that.
And a whiff down to crushing blow. Plus on top of that, that is all that you're holding. You don't have defensive resources. You're going to have to hold that. That could have been a crushing blow, but instead you lose that opportunity. And right now, MageLikeTrunks trying to somehow recuperate from that health deficit.
Yeah, that was a great pickup there from MageLikeTrunks. Drops the combo though, able to still get 23% out. And great spacing, gets the KB from Cassie Cage, working her way in.
Ooh.
Big damage. Cassie has breakaway, but
did not have the meter to continue that string, but still, Res Credits taking the first round. I see the frustration that MageLikeTrunks is trying to get here, and it's hard. It's really, really difficult.
Yeah, it is. Cassie dashing in. Oh, loads up the guns as well.
Has to be careful. Again, that was a good opportunity to let go, but you don't want to be caught charging them up too quickly.
Yeah, exactly. Could definitely get punished for that. And now Cassie in the corner against Kabal. These jump twos, these jump air balls, it's just so much pressure. Forced to use breakaway as well.
And that pressure in the air with the slight gas and into the jump kick, that is where I feel like a lot of people get frustrated with Kabal. Is like, why does he get to do that? Why does he just be able to actually do all of that and I can't anti-air him?
Because he's Kabal, sadly. But MageLikeTrunks, they're taking a round. He is looking to get on the board here. That was a lot better of a performance from him. We can see how he feels more comfortable in this Cassie matchup.
Oh, there goes the hook grab.
Great anti-air as well, forcing the breakaway, not allowing res credits to have any defensive meter, neither of them with defensive meter now.
I feel like res credits has used the defensive meter more than MageLikeTrunks in the sense that we've seen like wake up threes, we've seen rolls, we've seen more to it, but look at this just momentum right now. And this is actually, no, he dropped the combo.
It. But just needs one more confirm. I mean, MageLikeTrunks has a huge, that would have been a huge comeback for MageLikeTrunks. Res credits is going to be going up 2-0 right now, looking to solidify that spot for a burrito in top 24.
On the loser side, yeah.
Yeah, on the loser side.
MageLikeTrunks might have to really consider what's the next best option.
Yeah.
Again, like I've spoken before, if you switch over to a character, you know, I understand. However, it's never really a good idea if you're just not sure. Better to just go with your pride and true.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like at the end of the day, it comes down to what you're comfortable with, not necessarily what the matchup is. All right, opens up, good, forces the breakaway. MageLikeTrunks right away.
I do like the usage of the glow kick to try to anti-air. It's a good attempt.
It is, and that spacing on the backdash from MageLikeTrunks. Great trip guard again, putting the pressure on.
Does get the jump kick and the projectile knockdown as well. No mad dash, raw, no mad dash, oh my god.
No. Catches the armor break as well, but did not choose to spend the KB.
Trying to be a little more wise, which makes sense.
Yeah. Rez is playing a lot slower this round.
I wonder because he knows it's the last round, right? You want to play solid here. You don't want to mess up.
Yeah, good tech there from MageLikeTrunks as well. Has fatal blow if needed.
Ooh, wow, there goes that jump too.
Yeah, res credits sitting on set point right now. It needs one more round to head into that top 24 on the lower bracket.
Great jump, or rather down 3, and there we go. Opens up MageLikeTrunks. This is not looking good for them. Yep. The staggers again. This is Kabal just safe.
Yeah, pressure in the corner from Kabal. He can jump out. He can throw a fireball at you while he's jumping backwards. He can come back in with slight gas. He can jump to you. There's just so much that Kabal can do to enforce that pressure over and over again. Good air-to-air by Cassie.
Trying to get, oh my gosh.
Raw nomad dash, again he gets it.
Just another one that has been catching MageLikeTrunks often in that. Gonna break away at the very height of that combo.
Yeah, Cassie could have gotten a D2 in there, but didn't. And I think this throw is gonna do it. Res credits is going to be winning 3-0 over MageLikeTrunks and has secured his spot on the lower bracket of top 24 here in Mortal Kombat 11.
GG's to both players. What an insane night tonight. With just so much Mortal Kombat 11 action. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, it was so great.
This has been a pleasure, Miss Meeseeks. This is our first time commentating, by the way.
Yes.
Please make sure you go ahead and support this lovely commentator. It is so important. No.
We all know she deserves it. You and I both know she deserves the support, guys. But, guys, if you thought this was the end of me and Saki commentating together, Tune in tomorrow. Watch top 24 to top 8. It's going to be me and Saki again. We'd love to see you there. We're going to have more sweaty matches for you. We're going to have more crazy moments for you.
Absolutely. And with that being said, that is the end of tonight's Mortal Kombat 11 action here at Combo Breaker. Make sure to tune in for more matches tomorrow morning for other games, as well as tomorrow for top 24. Yeah. And we'll send you to some ads real quick while we sign off.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You still here, man?
You don't have to do this by yourself anymore.
Yeah, we've been looking for you everywhere. They'll handle the ads. Let's go see the rest of Chicago.
Y'all make sure to head over to the Combo Breaker shop right now and check out all the amazing merch, from shirts to hats and more in store. Get it today.